Just scored this cabinet and that one down there on the side of the road for real cheap. Just started cleaning it up. The top of it was rusty, just wire wheeled it and just threw a quick coat of spray paint on there. This one was like a dark grayish black and it was all rusty on the top. So I just threw some gray paint on there. I'm gonna carb clean the face of it. I don't need no need to go crazy on it. And just clean the draws out here and here. And that's gonna go over in this corner next to this box over here. So it's gonna replace this here. I actually had this in a room when I was a kid and had different knickknacks and coloring books and shit in it. But you see, once you start putting drill bits and stuff on there, it's starting to fall apart a little bit. It's too heavy. So it's gonna clean up this corner here, and there's gonna be enough compartments for stuff. So it's a little project. Okay, I'm probably not gonna film too much. This is irritating. I have my 05 GMC Sierra 2500 HD outside, and I'm getting a pretty much an intermittent but miss. It's like it's a steady slight miss at idle where you can feel it in the steering wheel barely, but then every once in a while it has this hard fucking miss where it feels like an injector sticking open or closed. It has this awful smell coming out of the back and I can't tell where it's coming from, so I pulled the injectors out right now. Pulled the whole fuel rail out, and I was expecting them to look kind of shitty. That one's kind of shitty, but I made this years ago. I'm gonna have to clean it up a little bit, but what I did was I hooked an injector to the bottom of this, added fuel and carb cleaner through the top, and then a little bit of compressed air, and just kept tapping a battery and just clicking the injector open, and that seemed to clean them. I did buy some injector O-rings. They say they're the right ones. These two are the same, and this is only a set of 4. They didn't have any more, but I'm thinking I could reuse them. But I'm going to start cleaning the tips off of them and then try and setting up the injector cleaner rig. Not a clue on how this is going to work. So right now I have a pigtail in there, the injector shoved in this line. I got jumper cables going off the Studebaker and alligator clips here. Okay, it clicks. So I'm gonna start with some seafoam. Brake parts cleaner, or carb cleaner rather. Hopefully it makes a difference. There's 20 psi going. Okay, there's not a whole lot of pressure, but when I do hold it there, a solid stream comes up. Okay, usually when there's no leaks on this system, when I used to do it, the lid's cracked, but it would shoot like so I guess if you could maybe I'll swap it over to this bigger canister over here. Now, if you can see it shooting out of there faster now, I got some of the air leaks covered with my fingers. It comes out a little bit harder. Let's see if I can't turn the compressor up a little. Okay. So now I got this injector out of there. I had another rag somewhere. This is where the feed comes in. Try and flush out anything that might have moseyed on up there. Now I was looking at the part number, and I had another motor, and these are the exact same. These came out of a 5.3, and these are a 6.0. So they're the same part number. Worst case, I could just play with those. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this O-ring back on there. And before I shove them all back in there, I'm going to put a light coat of WD-40 on these O-rings so they shove right back in there. So I also got some seafoam, some injector cleaner here. And I'm going to mix some of this in there. I'm going to run that injector again. I'm going to make like a little slurry concoction and just keep hammering it and see what happens. So next injector. Take this stupid fucking clip off of there. Then you take some WD-40. Otherwise, good luck getting the injectors out of these things. They're in there at the bastard. See? Alright. Release yourself. There you go. See that? Some schmutz in the end. Back flush it. Yank that O-ring off of there without destroying it. It's off of there. These gloves are just falling apart. Alright, so shove that injector in that one. The injector just in there. There's just a what is that? Just airline fitting there and there, and the lid's cracked. You can see. So I've been just covering it with my fingers, but I have a. Did I just see that thing drip? It may be dripping. So a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Some carburetor cleaner. That's connected. Okay, so I just got the rig done here. I got all the injectors back in. You can see that's how the clip goes. Goes under like that lip, and the clip's kind of square with the plug. Just take some WD-40 and lube up the things. A couple of the injectors, you can't really tell because I'm losing pressure through the top, but a couple of them seem weaker than others, but they all do flow well, and they're cleaner than they were. This is not 100%. This has worked before in the past for me, and I'm just gonna lube up these ends here and try and shove it down in the hole, bolt it all down, and see how she goes. Okay, so that was just some bullshit quick video to do. That if your injectors are really dirty, that could help and fix your problem. It's worked for me in the past. You could build it a better rig. This is just an idea of something I came up with almost 10 years ago. With leftover parts in about 20 minutes at a time, but you could do it where it would actually hold some pressure, and you could probably put about 40 pounds on there and just keep tapping the power wire, and run concoction of different cleaners and carb clean and stuff like that, and that should let it, you can even let it, I've also done it where I let it sit inside the injector, just keep tapping it, let it sit for 10 minutes, and then just keep tapping it out, back flush it and all that. But right now I'm just trying to do anything I can to chase a misfire I have in my pickup truck. I've done everything. I've cleaned the MAF, cleaned the throttle body, cleaned the map sensor, I checked wiring grounds, cleaned the injectors just now. I stethoscoped the entire motor, plugs, fucking everything. What else did I do? Did a fuel pressure test. That's fine. I'm starting to think maybe, I don't know how to test the cats. Maybe they're starting to get clogged a little bit, but the only thing I'm going to do right now is swap entire coil packs over. I took the stethoscope and I'm listening to each coil pack. I don't hear anything. I'm doing a spark test and everything's working. There's no dead holes. It's just got a miss and it starts running like ass. I have no idea what it could be. Maybe check some grounds too, but I'm at a loss right now. So it's just a quick video. If it helped you, give it a thumbs up, comment if you have a question, and subscribe. Thanks.